just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Herbert, quick pass out wide. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Pollard going to try the right side. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. They'll run left with Pollard. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll come out in the pistol. Herbert on 3rd down now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
following the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's down the field for Jefferson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Saints. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Saints will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none.
And Herbert, his 3rd interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Leo Chanel, his 2nd sack of the night. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw here. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. They'll look to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And the Vikings are right back in this football game. Holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 1st down, they look downfield, and it's complete. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play Vikings have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. I said, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
There's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
55 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw here, Herbert. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one around the line of scrimmage.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So problems there on the return, very costly. Not what you need when you just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball along quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Herbert. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Herbert. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to put him a touchdown and a 2-point conversion up. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
This is 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there, picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. He's back to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Now Herbert. Complete. Pollard. And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Herbert changing things up. Herbert going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down after a gain of about 9, and compounding things, it's now 3rd down as well.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Home to strike.
Keep it moving.
Herbert to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And we have free football. Overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So the Vikings going to get the first chance to possess the football as we are back underway here in overtime. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down. Now a first throw here in overtime. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. A huge play there in overtime. 45 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Okay,
2 yards to go, second down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
3rd and 2. The play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And the Vikings are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Now Herbert. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
Herbert going to change the play here. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing, Herbert. Oh, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And this one will be brought back to the 22. So, CD, both teams have had it here in overtime, and now both have thrown an interception.
And now this offense perfectly set up for a second chance opportunity. Already in field goal range. Don't do anything crazy here. Just set it up and let your kicker win the game.
And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before.